today. Pretty good here, and I thought, let's do a little lunch with RobMotive. I'm bringing you guys to lunch with me because I'm hungry. So it's a little impromptu thing, just something I thought I'd try out just for kicks. So we are at the local Wendy's establishment. Gonna do a little bit of luncheon. So we need to order. Hey, Fish, how you doing there, buddy? So we need to order. I'm gonna pull around to the drive-through, bring you guys with me. I eat very weird, so a little bit of warning before we get up here. Let me go ahead and get to the ordering portal here. Here we go.
Thank you. So when you talk, I got free pick.
I just need a plain junior hamburger, nothing on it. Small fry and a small Sprite.
Hold on, okay. What is your order for today?
What's that?
What is complete your order for today?
Yes.
First one, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, there we go. Got to put on the mask for the food disbursement and payment section. Here we go.
484.
Oh, what did you have me for?
Okay.
What was the order you have?
Virginia hamburger, plain dry, and then a small fry and a small fry.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, on up to the next portal here.
Hello, it's gonna be the burger with a small fry and a Sprite.
Great.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. Okay, we have successfully picked up some food. Let's see if I can make this turn. They have a very narrow uh, area where you can go back around the building. And let me tell you, it is a wheel killer. I wish you guys could see this. And when you're in a big truck, and I'm not even in a huge truck, right? I mean, I'm in a Tacoma. It's not like I'm driving a, giant vehicle or something. But still, getting through is sometimes a challenge. Oh, we have a car parked up here. Nobody's ever up here when I come here. Oh, well, that's okay. They're throwing trash away illegally. Oh, look at them. They're probably looking at me going, oh, should I do it? I'm going to get caught. All right, I'm backing into my spot. Got the old rear camera rolling. There we go. Okay, we're gonna leave the truck run because frankly, it'll get pretty hot sitting in here. All right, so what did we get? Well, you probably heard what I got when I pulled up here. That Tacoma hood engine. That Tacoma hood engine is V8. I'm not sure what you mean there. By the way, I know I've missed some comments because, I'm on my phone and they pop up and I miss them as I go. So I apologize, but it's just the way it is. Okay, let's have a drink of the Sprite, I guess. It is V8 worthy, that's for sure. I got a Sprite because they don't do Mountain Dew at Wendy's and their sweet tea sucks. I don't like their sweet tea here. So, little Sprite, which I'm not real fond of either. It has a bitter taste or something, man. That's gross. All right, let's start off. We've got the French's fries here. I'm not a huge. You might be wondering why I even came to Wendy's. I don't know. Because it's convenient, I guess. We have fries. Got me a small fry. Um, they could be really good. I mean, they're like regular potatoes, right? But they're not. I don't. It's the seasoning or something. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. They're hot. I can tell you that. Let's use the air conditioner to cool them down a little bit. Why not? Why not, right? So I hope you guys are doing good today. I mean, it is Friday. It's good here for me. It's bright sunshine, and like I said, 84 degrees. So what more could you want? I don't know. But you'll have to excuse me. I just recently started watching your videos about the Tundra. They have helped me tremendously. Well, I am glad to help, buddy. That's great. Or Budette. I'm not sure. I didn't catch the name. because it disappears on my screen as right after people type it practically. But a very nice day here, and I'm digging it. This kind of weather is why you move to South Texas. I mean, it's going to get hot coming up here in the summer, of course. Um, Actually, at the end of the week this week, it's going to be in the 90s here, but that's okay. That's cool. Oop, I dropped a fry. Oh man, I hate when that happens. Number one, because I want the fry, but number two, because it's going to leave oil on my seat. I can't stand that. So these are pretty tasty. The struggle is real with finding Tacoma. As my new cement arrived 2 weeks dedicated. Sport paid MSRP, which is the discount, they say. Well, that's true. I mean, if you can even find one, you're pretty darn lucky these days. So I don't know. Now, I mentioned before, I eat like a 3-year-old. I don't usually intermingle. Well, I don't intermingle foods, but even when I eat, typically, um, I eat one of one thing until it's gone, like these fries. We're going to get to that burger in a minute. That's even weirder, but what can I say? You'd think with the way I eat, I'd weigh like 90 pounds. I don't. Uh, so it's probably the sweet tea and the Mountain Dew. All those empty calories, right? So, what's going on with the battery situation? You know, Voodoo Blue is impossible to find. You're lucky, man. Fries first as they suck cold. I agree. But hamburger's not too good cold either. So you kind of have to hurry. And these are so hot, I can't just mange them down like I'd like to, 50 at a time or something. Plus, you guys probably wouldn't hear me. You eat how I do, and I'm eating right now as well. Awesome, Adam. Um, Let me ask you, do you eat sandwiches? I don't eat sandwiches, at least not all together. I got my driver's grab handle in the mail yesterday, minus the grab handle itself. That will ship later, they said. I'm not happy. What? You're kidding me. I have heard a lot of horror stories about that company. And did you get it directly from them or did you get it for Tacoma Beast? I think they're selling it for them. But I've heard a lot of horror stories, and I think they come from overseas. There's no real quality check. They bring them in, they assume that everything is right. They don't open them, they don't check them. I don't even know if they do a partial check, spot checking a few just to make sure. They should, because I have heard numerous horror stories. Yes, I don't take them apart like you. Yeah, see, I just can't eat them all together, man. The thought of all that stuff, just makes it's not good for me. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, I've heard a lot of horror stories about the grab handles. I don't know. That sucks because it's an awesome product. Through Tacoma Beast, shipped from Kojo, though. Yeah. Um, it's too bad. We've got a great product, and really, I mean, if they just put a little more effort into it, I think they'd be better off because they're shooting themselves in the foot. They're the only ones that have a grab handle for the Tacoma that you can add. Um, but they're not helping themselves. They could be making a fortune, and maybe they are. That's why I don't care. They know they're the only game in town, and take it or leave it. So I don't know why my camera keeps fading in and out. It looks like it's adjusting for lighting. Probably because I'm sitting in the shade. I don't know. Now, part of the reason the truck is running, I mean, it's only 84 out, so it's not. Oh, there's a nice Tacoma. I wonder if I know them. He looked at me. He's got a nice truck too. Lifted. Looks like fuel wheels. It's red, Barcelona red. Uh, Ditch lights on the front, side steps, and a custom decal on the bed. It's an access cab though, but it looks pretty sharp. And this video, Rob, and it faded away. I'm sorry. The comments come and go. If I don't see them as soon as they come up, there's another Tacoma. Tacoma number 2. He didn't look at me. Come on, man. Are you a true fan or what? How can you not look over at the voodoo blue icon sitting over here? I'm talking about the truck, not the guy in it. So we have 2 Tacomas in line. Looks like both later models. They don't look brand new. Oh, the red one, the Barcelona red one, does have aftermarket taillights as well. So a little bit of a modder over there. And the other one is gray with doesn't look like any aftermarket parts. So that's probably why he didn't look. He's not part of the fold, you know, not part of the club. So he just doesn't care. All right, we've almost finished the fries. Let's move on to the burger. We've got to do the burger. There went another Tacoma. There are Tacomas everywhere here. I mean, you can't go anywhere without seeing, I don't know, every 5th, 6th vehicle, maybe 10th, I don't know, is a Tacoma. They're everywhere. All right, one more of that nasty Sprite. Yeah. There are taco. Hey, Dan, I'm sorry. What's up? All right, it's burger time. Burger time. Okay. Plain junior hamburger. You guys can see right here. You open that puppy up. There is nothing there on either side. Just like I like it. Now, the proper way to eat a burger, RobMotive style. Again, a 3-year-old. First of all, you turn it over, put the meat down on the container there, and grab the bottom bun. There are a lot here in North Carolina as well, Adam. Yeah, and you eat the bottom bun. That's where you start. Now, I do it that way because, frankly, I find the top part of the bun to be the best. I do like the bottom, though. I'm a bread lover anyway. Rob, go past Commerce Buchanan, the shop called Mars. I just bought a GMC 1500 and put 10-inch. What? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Is there a shop here called that? What are you talking about? All right, here we go. Hey, Mr. Rob, Buckeye Stay, have you seen all the lights? I've seen all your lights, man. You should look into personalized license plate. I don't know why. I have looked into that here, and personalized plates here are expensive, man. I mean, you have to pay a ton of money. It's not like there's a nice white Tacoma over there. I know you guys can't see. Oh, and a smart car drove by. I traded my Tacoma, got a GMC. It's a shop on Commerce. Really? You traded your Tacoma, Matthew? What happened, bud? Oh my God! Please tell me you just needed a full-size truck. That's why you did it. All right, now we do the top bun. My favorite part of the bun situation. Love it, love it. Oh, we have a Forerunner pulling in here, white color. Trader, no loyalty. Now be nice. You can drive whatever you want. Yes, that's exactly why I needed a bigger truck already. I understand that. Fish says, "Oh no." Uno says, "Robster, what's wrong, guy? You eat, shift, and steer at the same time?" I have done that. Where about in South Texas are you? I'm in the RGV. That's where I am. At Wendy's right now, eating a burger. See, we have proof right there, right? I don't make this stuff up. All right, we have tackled the top part of the bun, or the top bun rather. So we have no more bun. Now it's time to tackle the meat. You know, enjoy your vids. Interesting burger eating technique. Keep them coming. Thank you. I just call it weird, but you know, I am what I am. What can I say? Um, all right, we're gonna have the burger part now. Just this plain brown floppy thing. Roberto, your DoorDash me some Wendy's, bro. Yeah, sure. There you go, man. Nothing like a plain burger. I love hamburgers. I do prefer them separately, like this, of course, with A1. Test drove a new Ridgeline. It drives like an SUV. The bed is truly only nice feature. Other than that, stick with the Tacoma. Yeah, I've heard that many, many times. So, no worries. All right, this is good. You'll have to excuse me while I mange my burger. There's a nice sand Tacoma across the street. I don't know how far this camera goes. I'm sure you can't see it, but again, they're everywhere. That one is not modded. It doesn't look like. No, no mods on that Tacoma. Stock wheels, stock height. Okay, we're almost done. Jimmy Pham, what's up, brother? I'm just eating lunch here. Thought I'd eat lunch with you guys. Very strange way to eat a burger. I know. I know. I'm weird. You know, in public, when Rob said he was like a 3-year-old, he genuinely wasn't kidding. Bun, bun, then meat. What a rebel. I don't lie to you guys. When I'm in public, like in a restaurant, now I know this is kind of in public. I mean, there's 27 people watching me eat, but I feel like I'm alone talking to my phone. But when I'm in public, what I do is I will push the meat forward a little bit, bite the meat. Then leaves a bite in the meat, right? And then I bite the bun in that same bite impression and eat the whole thing that way. When you get down to the end, you just have a little sliver of meat left. You can pull that out of the bun, eat it, and then you eat the bun the rest of the way. Nobody's ever called me on it, so I must be pretty good at getting by with it because nobody says. If you have a link to your camera mount mod, I'm interested in your setup. Um, if you search RobMotive dash mount or excuse me DMM or phone mount or something like that, you'll find it. Um, obviously, I can't give you a link right now. Excuse me. While I'm eating. Okay, that concludes how I eat my lunch. I'll take you guys with me for a minute out into the wild, what I call the wild. Here comes a Ram. This is one of those big Rams, 4-door, probably what, a Laramie or a, I don't know what they call them. See if I can determine. Um, Lone Star, it says on the back, but that's not the model. I don't know. It's new too. Well, it's not new. It's new to them. It's got a temporary tag on it. All right, one more sip of the Sprite, and then we're going to head out into the wild for just a couple minutes. I hope to see you in my GMC soon. Matthew, I won't know who you are, man. You're going to have to like honk and wave or something. What color is it? All right, I have a car that's just inching along like they don't know what they're doing. First time they've ever been to a drive-through in their lives. I find that hard to believe since the person driving it is older than me, and you know that's saying something, right? Okay, here we go. We're gonna get out into the wild, see if I can get out of this parking lot without. You can't miss it. 10 inches lifted. Well, that's true. If I see a 10-inch lifted uh, GMC around the area here, I'll probably know it's you, I guess. Huh? Well, do me a favor, honk or something. It'll dawn on me eventually. First, I'll think, why the heck is this person honking at me? But I'll come around. It'll make sense, and then I'll know it was you. All right, we're in the wild. We're driving. We're going down the road. We're going to go over a railroad track here in a minute, uh, and you'll feel that bounce probably. Well, I'll feel it. I don't know if that was enough to turn the camera up. Might have been. That's one thing with the lift, you know. Not all old people are slow. Well, I know. I'm an old people, and I'm not slow. So I'm not dogging old people. I'm old people. So anyway, that's funny. I didn't mean to offend anybody there. I mean, geez. Let's make a turn. But yeah, the suspension, you know, when you lift a vehicle, and it's a combination, you know, between the bigger, meatier, harder tires and the lift itself, it gets quite rough sometimes. And man, when I go over tracks, and you get it double in a truck, right? You get the front end slam, and then you get the rear end slam and jump, you know, because the bed, it has nothing in it. The wheelbase is longer, so you get a minute to, I'm not going to say recover because you don't ever recover. Oh man, I just did one of the things I hate when people do. I'm sitting at a light, it's green, there's oncoming traffic, and I didn't pull up into the intersection so I could turn off when the light turns red. You know, I always try to do that, and it drives me nuts when people don't do it. Voodoo Blue, Chinny Chin Chin something. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's going to take 50,000 subscribers. You know, Uno has challenged me to die Fred here, Voodoo Blue, and I told him that if the channel reached 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I think that's not unreasonable. But if it hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, then I would agree. I would do what he has asked. There goes a Gladiator, a red Gladiator. I'm starting to see more and more Gladiators on the road lately, and I'm just curious how they're doing. I can't wait until the sales numbers come out um, for Chrysler, Fiat, whatever the heck. They've got like 10 different names now. I don't even know. But I can't wait to see the sales figures when they come out so I can see how the Gladi is actually doing. That's going to be cool to see. So anyway, yeah, it becomes quite a bit rougher. I have found in my experience, and I think that's because it's not a full suspension lift. Of course, it's a body lift, if anything. I mean, there's a little bit of suspension involved. I mean, I do have different coils, different shocks, um, but I also have a block in the rear and a little spacer in the front. Robert, how's Krista feeling? Uh, Her arm was quite sore yesterday. Apparently, the the person that gave her poke was pretty new at it because it was so funny when she's telling me that she could not get the needle in. And you know, I didn't realize, but she told Krista that she couldn't get the needle in while she was trying to get the needle in. Actually, stopped and made a second attempt. And I'm like, so you're telling me she poked you with the needle, could not get it in, and then she pulled it out and started over. Uno says, I'm getting the second shot today after work. Well, you'll have to let me know how you feel. I will say, and there's a lot of horror stories out there, man. People talk about how they didn't feel well and they got sick and they were in bed for days. There goes a Tacoma. Is he going to wave? He might have attempted to wave. It's hard to tell. His hand kind of wavered on the steering wheel. But yeah, a lot of people say, you know, all these issues and problems, and I don't doubt it. I mean, everybody's different. For me, it was merely a little bit of a sore arm. The second poke was actually, I left fine with both. That's awesome. Good to hear, man. But the second one was definitely not as painful as far as a sore arm after the fact. I didn't have it nearly like the first one. My arm was sore for about 2 days. The kind of sore that if something gets close to it, you're like, is waving at other Tacoma owners a thing? It depends. I think if somebody's into mods and stuff, and you're in a modded Tacoma, and they're into modding as well, then I think it's more likely that you'll get a wave from a Tacoma because they're almost showing their appreciation of what you've done with your truck when they see it. You know, it's kind of one of those things. But if it's somebody who's just driving a stock Tacoma that's not really part of the modding community, um, I would say no. I mean, I rarely get a wave from another Tacoma. Here's one coming right now. We'll see what happens. I've got my hand ready. Nope, no wave. That was a cement colored Tacoma, and they did not wave. They did look, but they didn't wave. So, yeah, I think it depends. If they're a member of the modding community, our little exclusive club, you know, then yeah, they do wave. But otherwise, no, I don't particularly think they do. Okay, there was a car in front of me, and they did take advantage of the yellow. The light turned yellow. I'm at a stoplight, by the way. You may wonder why I'm not moving. I just didn't stop in the middle of the road for no reason. Um, excuse me. They did take advantage of the yellow, and that's cool. That's the way it's supposed to be. I should pull up. Why am I sitting back here? God, I won't trip the light. That's another thing I hate, man. When people don't pull up to the strip and they don't trip the turn, you're sitting in the turn lane and they stay back about, I don't know, 15 feet, and they don't trip the switch, if you will. So the light doesn't give you a green arrow, and you get to sit there while everybody else goes by, waiting for your light to at least turn green. That sucks. I thought that was a Jeep and motorcycle thing. It's a Jeep, motorcycle, Porsche, and Corvette. I've had all of them, and I experienced enthusiastic waving in every one of those that I had. Um, I would say motorcycle is probably number one. You can always count on getting away from a fellow motorcyclist. Always. I mean, it's rare that somebody does not wave oncoming when they're on a motorcycle, and so are you, obviously. And second, I would say, man, it's probably close between the Porsche, the Corvette, and the Jeep. Maybe the Corvette and the Porsche edging out the Jeep a little bit, because when I was driving either one of those vehicles, I got waved at almost every time when another one approached me. Not so much in the Jeep, and I think there's a little bit of the same thing as with the Tacoma. If they're not into modding and stuff, and you know, aren't part of that community, you tend to not get waves. Although I did have one yesterday. I was just driving, and it was a female, actually. And typically I have found that women just don't wave. And I don't know if it's because they don't want to wave at a man. Maybe that's the thing. I don't know why it is, but I typically don't find women wave no matter what. But this one did. This gal was driving towards me, and she gave me a wave, and I wasn't prepared. I don't think she saw my wave back. So I was probably the one that didn't return the wave, but who knows? Anyway, we are done with lunch. Obviously, I just went a little longer than I thought. I thought it would be maybe more like a 10-minute live or something like that. We're almost at a half an hour. But I thought I would bring you guys with me and do a little lunch. I may do this again. It's just kind of a fun way for me to spend my lunch. Otherwise, it's just me sitting in a parking lot watching YouTube videos. So uh, I'm going to go ahead and call it. I'm going to go ahead and call it. Anyway, appreciate you guys that got on here. You guys are awesome. Thanks for joining me for lunch. I hope it was at least pleasant for you. I hope I didn't gross anybody out by the weird way that I eat. Who knows? Anyway, thanks again, and we'll see you guys next time on the web.